did not cheat on Will Smith, no matter how sad he looked at that table.
Meanwhile,
I think it was about 4 years ago, started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time, and you go figure out how to make yourself happy, and I'll figure out how to make myself happy.
Well, at that particular point in time, it was indefinite.
So apparently, she was the one that initiated the separation. And the reason why she initiated the separation was that she could have the opportunity for her to go mess around with August Alsina without being questioned.
Yeah, I really felt like we could be over.
No, we were over.
And then what did you do, Jada?
I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
An entanglement?
Yes. The one thing I'll say about you and I is that there's never been secrets.
what?
I decided I'm gonna take myself to the table. Will says, I wanna come to the table with you.
That's just something that we shouldn't be doing.
And I was really surprised, and I was like, wow. He's like, I don't want you to be at the table by yourself. I wanna support you. And so I was like, oh, okay. So he comes to the table, and you know, I try to just, you know, and this is a really complex moment. We come to the table, and Will's not ready.
You see, the funny thing is that August Alsina said in an interview that Will Smith gave him his blessing to carry on with the relationship with his wife. Listen to it.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, you know, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life, you know, and I truly and really, really deeply loved and have a ton of love for her. I devoted myself to it. I gave my full self to it. So much so to the point that I can die right now and be okay with knowing that I truly gave myself to somebody.
You see, growing up as a boy, Will Smith was someone that I did look up to. I loved everything about him. From Fresh Prince to Independence Day to The Pursuit of Happiness, I love his accent. But looking at what his wife put him through, I felt very much sad for him. I even felt very much sad for him after he displayed this at the Oscar. I mean, look at it.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
Mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time. I'm like, what is going on right now?
Keep my wife's name
out of your mouth, right? And I'm like, but now I'm really worried for Will because I don't know what's going on. Chris looks to me and he says, Jada, I meant no harm. Now I'm just out of it because I really worried about
And what's Will doing? He's just sitting there?
And Will's still talking. He's like, because now he's mad because Chris is talking to me.
At this point, I was so disappointed on Will Smith. I mean, the wife had an entanglement with someone, and someone else made a comment about it. You went on and slapped that person. No way. At this point, Chris Rock felt humiliated after he got slapped by Will Smith, and he went on to say this. To me, I really understand why Chris Rock felt offended, why Chris Rock felt humiliated. I mean, how could you, went over to slap someone's father just because of what he said? And not just that, this person is a comedian. So he can literally make jokes about anything.
Y'all know what happened to me. Getting smacked by Suge Smith. A he know he could beat. That is some bitch ass shit. Years ago, his wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because her man didn't get nominated. So then I do some jokes about her. Who gives a f? That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it. That's what the f happened. Nobody's picking on this bitch. She started this shit. Nobody was picking on her. For people that don't know, what everybody know, his wife was f***ing her son's friend. Now, I normally would not talk about this shit, but for some reason, these just put that on the internet. I have no idea why two talented people would do something that low down. What the f? We all been cheated on. Everybody in here have been cheated on. None of us have ever been interviewed by the person that cheated on us on television. None of us. It's like, hey, I was somebody else's. How did that make you feel? Everybody in the world called him a bitch. Everybody. And who's he hit? Me.
You see, after the whole incident, Will Smith made an apology to the Oscar and also to Chris Rock and wanted to have a word with him. But at that point, Chris Rock was not ready to have any word with Will Smith. Listen to it.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees. Love will make you do crazy things.
Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out.
But even though with this, other celebrities find what Will Smith did at the Oscar very disrespecting, and they went on to say this.
Chris Rock is a comedian, an amazing one, and he says jokes for a living. That's what he does. And if we're in a society where we can no longer take a joke and we resort to violence, that's sad. And Will Smith is an amazing person. And I pray that he's able to stabilize his emotions, because if a joke brought him to violence, then he must be going through something.
Well, number one, when you saw the whole slapping incident at the Oscars, what was the first reaction that you thought?
I thought it was fake.
You thought it was fake?
Yeah. At first, I thought it was fake.
It wasn't fake.
And then I saw Chris' face. Because Chris is a professional, and he was looking like, this wasn't in rehearsal.
Do you know Chris Rock?
Yeah, I know Chris.
Do you know Will Smith?
I don't know Will as much as I know Chris.
Okay, so Chris,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Chris I know.
Chris is a very small guy.
Yeah. And an introvert. Chris is never harm a fly and come out loner. Chris is...
Yeah. So when you saw his face, you're like, oh, okay, this is real.
Yeah, very real.
Did you talk to him afterwards?
No, I sent him a text, and I sent his brother a text.
You see, the craziest thing is that before this whole incident, Will Smith gave Jada, his wife, his permission to go make herself happy.
I retire. I retire from trying to make you happy. I need you to go make yourself happy and just prove to me that it's even possible.
Gentlemen, on this next clip, Jada gave a relationship advice on women that cheat. And I believe she was referring to herself. Take a look at it.
My kings out there that have been cheated on by their women, stop making it your fault. Yes, women cheat too. Now here's the other thing. Sex is one of the strongest forces in the universe that we have to deal with. This is about self-mastery. It's not even about what's going on in a relationship. This is about self-mastery, okay? So if you think just because somebody says they love you, or you think just because they want to be in a relationship with you, that means that that's going to dissolve all their traumas that they come with, you know what I'm saying? And that they're going to know how to deal with their traumas? Nah, people gonna mess up. So here's the thing. Make sure you're with someone that is interested in mastering themselves and everything that they come with. And I know that there's a lot of pain that comes with infidelity, but relationships is a spiritual endeavor.
So fellas, what do you think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll be there to answer you. And this next clip is the summary of the whole relationship entanglement. Listen to it.
Jada always shuts down Will Smith's affection like this, but Will keeps trying to play the perfect husband. In 2020, Jada even had an affair with a friend of her son. After the scandal broke, she showed no remorse.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good.
Will wasn't mad and kept showing her love.
I can love you through anything.
But in reality, his eyes looked totally dead. Netizens quickly turned his reaction into a meme. Will was even forced to admit they have an open marriage. He smiled and fist bumped Jada, but nobody knew this wasn't Jada's biggest insult to Will. For her 40th birthday, Will threw a huge 3-day party. Will spent 3 whole years and $1 million planning it. But Jada had only one word for it: disgusting. On top of that, Jada has loved Tupac Shakur for years. She posts to mourn him every single year. Just when people thought Will couldn't take it, the slap happened. All because the host made a joke about Jada's bald look. After returning to his seat, Will kept yelling and cursing. That cost him a $30 million movie paycheck. He was even banned from the Oscars for 10 years. Some people think this is true love. The truth is, Will has to play the forgiving husband. Otherwise, he'd lose hundreds of millions, not just millions. He also has to play the cool, accepting dad. He lets Jaden Smith wear dresses. He lets Willow Smith shave her head. I don't know if Will ever regretted it, even for a moment.
Finally, gentlemen, let me know what are your thoughts on this topic. And don't also forget to like and subscribe. See you. Bye-bye. Bumper clap.